If you're really great at starting projects, but not so great at finishing them, then hello, my name is Katie McManus, and I'm working on a sweater that I started 4 years ago. And the reason I'm working on the sweater that I started 4 years ago is because yesterday, Thanksgiving, I went to my storage unit because I decided that I wanted to go through my yarn collection, my extensive yarn collection, and I wanted to knit a bunch of hats for my friends and family for Christmas. And while I was there, I was like, oh gosh, well, I'm going to need some needles to knit all these things. And I looked at my needle collection, and all the needles that I had were not the right size or length for all the projects that I wanted to do. So I was like, oh shit, well, where did all my needles go? All my needles were being used to hold unfinished projects. All right. They had unfinished projects on them. So I realized, okay, well, I have a lot of unfinished projects and I need the needles from them. So it looks like I'm going to have to finish some projects. And I started going through, and I have about 17 unfinished projects. And I was like, this is insane. I'm going to have to do something about this. So I brought all of my projects back to my house and I went through them all. And you know what is insane? Is that I have like 4 sweaters that I'm almost done with that I just abandoned like while I was in the last row. Like, let me show you this one. Okay, this is a sweater. Okay, I have the whole body, I have the neck, I have everything. It just needs sleeves. Okay, I did this sleeve like in an hour last night. I'm just getting back to work on it right now. It's gonna need another sleeve. But yeah, and then I just need to block it, and then I have a sweater. Okay, why did I abandon this? And also, this is like the softest yarn. It's Malabrigo. And of course, like it's hand dyed. So there is some color variation because the dye lots are different, and that's just how it goes. But I love it. It's so colorful and so cheerful. And like, I'm bummed that I remember starting this project and thinking this is going to be the perfect fall sweater. And of course, it's almost December, so it's not going to be a fall sweater. It's going to be a winter sweater. But I'm finally going to finish it. And I realized like well, it's not like this is a new realization. I know this about myself. I don't tend to finish things. I tend to be really, really, really good at starting projects and not necessarily seeing them through to the very end. And this is something that I'm actively trying to change about myself, or at least like calling bullshit on myself. Like there are some projects that I started that now that I look at them, I'm not excited about. And I know I'm probably just going to rip them off the needles. I'm just going to return that yarn to whence it come, the ball, and do something different with it, but free up the needles. And so I'm sharing this because I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one who's really good at starting projects but not finishing them. If there's a project that you haven't finished that's like weighing on your mind, let this be the sign to just go and finish it right now. Okay, because let me tell you, there is nothing as relieving as finishing something that you needed to get done at some point in the past and just abandoned it. I know this for a fact because I also just finished my new website that I started 7 months ago because I had all new brand photos taken and had a complete branding revamp done by Michelle McCarthy. You should go check her out. I'll tag her in the comments of this. But anyway, so like I have refound my hyperfixation on knitting. I used to teach it, which I think helped. Being around knitting all the time just, kept me accountable to, starting things and finishing them. I'm gonna bust through these. I'm gonna have some new sweaters. I'm gonna have some new hats, some new scarves, so many new things, and I'm gonna be able to start new ones. And if you want to join the finishing club, then come along for the ride.